Could the Tesla bot redefine our understanding of reality? Imagine a future where robots aren't just in factories but walking among us, interacting with us, maybe even living with us. The Tesla bot is more than just another tech product. It's a glimpse into a future where the lines between humans and machines start to blur. Imagine a world where robots take care of everyday tasks, from grocery shopping to folding laundry, even keeping us company. This isn't science fiction. It's the potential reality the Tesla bot is moving us towards. But with this potential comes a lot of questions. How will this impact our daily lives? How will we interact with these machines, and how will they change the way we interact with each other? We'll unpack the implications for jobs, relationships, ethics, and even what it means to be human in a world increasingly populated by AI. Stick around, because this is a conversation we all need to be a part of. So let's talk about the elephant in the room: jobs. Whenever a new technology emerges, there's always that question, will it replace us? And the Tesla bot is definitely bringing that question front and center. We're talking about a machine that's designed to perform both simple and complex tasks, things that right now require human intelligence and dexterity. Think about it: manufacturing lines, delivery services, even things like cooking and cleaning. These are all areas where the Tesla bot could potentially step in and do the job, possibly more efficiently and cost-effectively than humans. Experts are already predicting massive job displacement in the coming decades, with some estimates as high as 20 to 30% of jobs being automated by 2030. Now, on the one hand, that sounds scary, but it's not necessarily all doom and gloom. Throughout history, technological advancements have always disrupted the job market, but they've also created new industries, new opportunities. The key here is going to be adaptation. We need to focus on education, on retraining the workforce to thrive in this new reality where humans and AI work side by side. It's about finding that balance, that sweet spot where technology enhances our capabilities rather than completely replacing us. Alright, so we've talked about the potential impact on jobs, but let's get a little more personal. What about the social implications of the Tesla bot? Could we be looking at a future where robots aren't just our coworkers, but also our friends, our confidants, even our caregivers? Imagine a world where the elderly, who might be isolated or lonely, have a companion in the form of a Tesla bot. A robot that can not only assist with daily tasks, but also provide conversation, play games, even offer a sense of emotional support. On the surface, it sounds like a heartwarming solution to a growing problem, but it also opens up a Pandora's box of ethical and philosophical questions. Can a machine truly replicate human empathy? Can it understand and respond to our emotional needs in a way that feels genuine and fulfilling? Or are we deluding ourselves, outsourcing our need for human connection to lines of code and algorithms? For individuals struggling with loneliness or social anxiety, an AI companion could be a game changer, offering a safe space to interact and connect. But there's a risk of becoming overly reliant on AI for emotional support, potentially stunting our ability to form and maintain real human connections. It's about understanding the complexities of those emotions, the nuances of human interaction, and ensuring that technology complements, not replaces, the human element. Chapter 3. Bias in the Machine. Can AI learn to be fair? Okay, so we've talked about jobs and relationships, but let's talk about something even more fundamental: ethics. Specifically, the ethics of artificial intelligence. Because here's the thing, AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. And unfortunately, in the real world, data can be biased. It can reflect our prejudices, our blind spots, even our worst impulses. So what happens when a Tesla bot, trained on this flawed data, goes out into the world and starts making decisions that affect real people's lives? Let's say a Tesla bot is tasked with security or law enforcement. If it's trained on data that contains racial or socioeconomic biases, it could end up making biased judgments, potentially leading to discrimination or even harm. And it's not just about intentional bias. Sometimes, even with the best intentions, biases can creep into the data without us even realizing it. It could be something as subtle as the language used to train the AI, or the way certain demographics are represented in the training data. These seemingly small details can have a huge impact on the AI's decision-making process. We need to be aware of the potential for bias in AI, and we need to be proactive in mitigating it. This means carefully curating and auditing the data used to train these systems, ensuring that it's as diverse and representative as possible. And it's not just up to the developers. We, as a society, need to have a conversation about the ethical implications of AI. Chapter 4. When Robots Err, Unpacking AI Accountability. Now, let's talk about another big one, accountability. What happens when a Tesla bot messes up? And I'm not talking about spilling your coffee kind of mess up. I'm talking about a situation where a Tesla bot makes a mistake that has real consequences. Let's say a Tesla bot is assisting with surgery and it makes an error, injuring the patient. Or imagine a Tesla bot driving a car and it causes an accident. Who's to blame? Is it the manufacturer, the programmer who wrote the code, the owner of the robot? This isn't some hypothetical scenario. These are real questions we're going to have to grapple with as AI becomes more integrated into our lives. The legal and ethical ramifications of AI error are incredibly complex. We're talking about a whole new area of law that needs to be defined. Do we treat AI like a product where the manufacturer is liable for defects? Or do we need a completely different framework for understanding and assigning responsibility when AI is involved? It's about ensuring that there are systems in place to prevent these kinds of errors from happening in the first place. We need robust testing protocols, rigorous safety standards, and a clear understanding of how these systems work, both from a technical and an ethical standpoint. AI is constantly evolving, learning, adapting. And as AI systems become more complex, so too will the challenges of ensuring their safety and reliability. This is where transparency becomes crucial. We need to understand how these AI systems are making decisions, what data they're using, and what safeguards are in place to prevent errors. Chapter 5. The AI Crutch. Are we trading independence for convenience? Okay, let's shift gears for a second and talk about the potential impact of the Tesla bot on us, on an individual level. Because here's the thing, convenience can be a double-edged sword. Imagine a world where your Tesla bot handles everything for you. It cooks your meals, plans your day, even helps you choose your outfit in the morning. Sounds pretty great, right? No more mundane tasks, more time to focus on the things you enjoy. But what happens when we become too reliant on AI? What happens when our digital assistants become so good at managing our lives that we stop doing it ourselves? Do we risk losing our sense of agency, our ability to think critically and solve problems independently? On the one hand, AI has the potential to free up our time and mental energy, allowing us to focus on more creative and fulfilling pursuits. But there's a real danger of becoming too dependent on technology, of losing those essential skills that make us human. Our adaptability, our resilience, our ability to think outside the box. It's about using AI as a tool to empower us, not to replace us. The future is here, let's talk about it. So we've covered a lot of ground here, from jobs and relationships to ethics and the very nature of what it means to be human in an age of AI. The Tesla bot, whether we realize it or not, is a sign of things to come. It's a glimpse into a future where the lines between humans and machines are becoming increasingly blurred. And this isn't just about robots and algorithms, it's about us. It's about how we choose to interact with this technology, how we shape its development, and how we ensure that it serves humanity, not the other way around. It's a conversation that requires all of us to be informed, engaged, and willing to ask tough questions. Thanks for watching.